Yo guys, I know you guys saw the last clip, and that's not me nitpicking and picking those two individuals and just hating on them. It's just me showing you guys that if there is a week here that I am not even posting traits videos, or if there's a week that I'm not posting a strat, it's not me trying to slack, it's just an issue with the game. And if there is an issue with me, I'll mention it in my Discord in the sub announcements section. But yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know why you guys are doubting me. Because I've been doing this shit for 1 year straight. I don't know why you would think I would slack on a video, like, in terms of, like, tournament related. If it's other videos, fair enough. But if it's tournament related, I wouldn't ideally want to slack. But yeah, that's what I want to say. Let's just get into, like, the units wise. So, like, we got, these are the units we're using. And in terms of familiars, on my Wonder View, we're using this Nature 36.9 Strange Cat. Then Kaguya, we're using a bird. So you can see this one. 27, 27, 16, 13. For our Dio, I'm using this one. 29, 36, 27, 24. For Godzilla, we're using 29, 22, 30, 22, 11. And for our Newsman, we're using the AV Familiar, as you can see. Oh, wait, no, not really. Not that one. We're using a bird as well for extra range as well. 20% range. And for our... Who's the last one? Our Griffith, we're using the Fu, just to get that extra small damage buff. But also, the run you're gonna see is not recorded by me because you saw the runs I've been having, and that's all my runs how it's been. So the run is recorded by my friend Silence. So yeah, I'll leave his links in the description. So like, just throw him a sub and yeah, just support his little channel, innit? He's posting tournament strats as well. So yeah, the weeks that I don't post or traits, go check his channel and he'll have a strat posted. But yeah, let's just get into this. I don't want to up too much. I've wasted like 2 minutes of your time, maybe 3 minutes by now. Let's just get into this. Alright, so basically, as I said in the intro, the Strat recording is not from me. So I don't know all of it about it, but I was in VC watching it, so I do have a bit of an idea of what you guys should be doing. And I have been doing a lot of runs in the meantime, like a day ago and the last like 2 days. But yeah, as you guys know, it's just too laggy for me, so I just can't do anything. If you saw the little 20 seconds in the intro. But yeah. So I had someone record it for me, and I'll leave the links in the description, so just check it out. But yeah, he did help me a lot with this. But yeah, it's pretty much just not really that much different. It's just about just following an upgrade order and stalling effectively. That's the main thing. And just pray that your PC can handle this, because you don't want to be lagging until like towards the end. If you get like a bit of lag towards like the last like 20-30 seconds, that's perfectly fine. But if you're lagging like very early on, like 10 minutes in or 13 minutes in, it's just so bad. But yeah, let's just say pretty much just for early game, you're going to be getting to Falcon of Light and just stall with your newsmans. Also making sure you have one of you placed down early as well. One of you can pretty much just clear anyone early game as well. He's just that good. And I see a lot of you guys questioning if you guys should Monarch Wonder of you. In my opinion, yes. I don't think we're gonna get a unit like him in a while. And depending on your luck, let's say you get him very early like me. At this point, I think Wonder of you's already made back the reals I spent on him, so that's a bonus, I guess. So yeah, that's how it was for most of my units that Monarch. But yeah, Wonder of you is definitely a must Monarch because of what you can do. And it's the fact that this stupid Griffith domain, the Eclipse demons just can't deal with him at all. Just can't delete him at all. But you can see with the Fu on the Griffith, we also get that extra 13% damage, which helps a lot. You know, it definitely helps all of our units as well. It's not specifically for one unit. And I did try Sasuke here. I think the only version of Sasuke that can work here is Deadeye Sasuke. But you need to make sure that your arcs are not messing you up. Because with a Deadeye Sasuke, in this run, of course, in traits, you need to use your yen efficiently. And if you do have a problem with enemies leaking, or your Sasuke's do get disconnected, or your Sasuke's just connected to the wrong arc or wrong Sasuke, it just messes the run up. So it's just a lot more RNG based, the Sasuke one. So That's how I didn't go for it. So it's just better to use this team. And in terms for Godzilla replacement, you can use a Monarch SK, Monarch the King, and that's what his in-game name is. But as you guys can see, one of you just clearing the mobs, he just pretty much bring all again for us. And you don't even have to upgrade him that much very early on. But you can see we're placing and we're setting this deal to bosses and having him store this boss. And of course we're prioritizing the upgrade on this boss, and it's not like trailers where we have to not get these summons out. The first two bosses are just doubles. Barbadies in it. Barbadies no. The Boros. So pretty much they can be hit by summons, so it's perfectly fine. So you just want to keep the slow effect on your Dio and just let him deal with this boss. And get him to upgrade 8 as soon as you can. And when he does leak, yeah, one of you will just kill him, all the summons, so it's fine. And of course we have Kage here just to stall him and provide our other units with a bit more damage from Sand, Ice, Sand. But as you can see, one of you's coming in and he's just gonna nuke this boss to oblivion. You can see the like instances of damage on the health bar. You can see it just fading away. That's just what one of you does. So the two tournaments that one of you has been unbanned for, he's been using both of them. So I'm sure that that gives you guys a picture of if he's worth the monarch or not. And this jump from upgrade 7 to 8 is crazy for one of you. It increases DPS by a lot. And now we're just gonna get our Godzilla up. Just get upgrades on him. And to put it simply, the strat is not really that hard to follow. It's just about upgrading your units and just stalling the bosses as effectively as you can. And the mobs. That's legit all there is to it. You're just stalling as the best of your ability. Oh yeah, by the way, you can have your deal on burn, yeah, when the bosses are not there. But now the boss is about to spawn, we can leave him on slow mode. And you guys can see that we didn't use the swap time stops. So we still got 3 time stops we can use against this boss. So swap and swap, and yeah, he just gets time stopped. And setting this target to bosses as well. And yeah, we're gonna be stalling with Kage as well. You can see the boss is basically just still at stone, which is very good. So yeah, pretty much with this boss here, you're gonna be stalling him as effectively as possible and just making sure that one of you can get just so many hits on him. And a lot of your damage is coming from Dio as well, by the way. Dio and Godzilla are just doing a lot of damage. But yeah, here, you wanna make sure you turn the auto time stop on. So I guess every 30 seconds you just swap back into the other form, it time stops and you swap back. So you don't actually have to click it again, you just click auto. But yeah, you can see it's roughly the boss has not even gone halfway through Dio's range, and he's already this low. But that's why you wanna have the time stop on auto, so when you swap in, it just does it automatically. And it's roughly every 30 seconds that you can use it, because he does lower the cooldown upon takedowns. But yeah, it's just about stalling this boss as long as possible. But yeah, he hasn't even left Dio's range and he's still at one. He's already at 130, and of course the next boss is here. So you can see that original time stop that we did use for that Deborah. You can just wait a bit more and just save it for this boss as well. But you want to be stalling this boss as much as you can, because the Deborah's gonna die and this boss is the one we're gonna stall as much as possible. But yeah, that's an issue with the Eclipse Demons. They did sell Kaguya there, so you need to watch out for the Eclipse Demons. And you can see in this person's recording, they're roughly sitting at 30 FPS. If this was me, I would have been at 12 FPS by now. So just want to keep you guys updated on what it would be for me if I was doing it. And yeah, that's pretty much all you want to be doing, just stalling as long as possible. That's I don't really have much words. It's just cycling between sand and ice, and cycling between standless and stand form for Dio. And also following these mobs with newsman, and that's pretty much all there is to it. And it does sound simple and very easy to do, but yeah, for me, I was struggling. I was like hitting 1 FPS, 0 FPS, so yeah, these mobs would just leak so early. And yeah, with AV's current optimization, I feel like a lot of tournaments are going to be like this, so in terms of trade strats, don't expect them from me. But if I will drop it, I will drop it. If not, then you guys know why. But this is how it's going to be. It's going to be stalling as long as possible. A lot of mobs on the map, and it's just going to be so laggy. I honestly don't know how AV gonna fix this, because they always have this issue of just poor optimization. It's a consistent thing as well. It's not like it's one or two times it happens. It's been a thing for like months now, and it actually just pains me, because I don't know. When I look back at my older tournament videos, and yes, that does sound stupid, but I was looking at like some older tournaments like the other day, and there was not really this optimization issue. We'd be running like these older tournaments, and there'll be little to no lag, which is so nice. But yeah, we're in like 2025, nearly 2026, and we're just we're struggling with this, and it's the fact that the devs have so much money now. So it's like surely the optimization should be better at this point compared to a year ago. But yeah, there's nothing we can do. Just pray that it gets fixed the next update because it just makes tournaments just feel unplayable. But yeah, also I feel like next update they'll probably have the unique tournament brackets ready, which is something I don't want, but I don't really care if it happens because it is a good decision and it's not a bad idea. It's just the execution, it depends on that. And plus, the only negative it is for me is, of course, I can't make videos on the strats for my own ones, but it also means that newer players just don't have anything to look at when going into tournaments. So it's only for targeted for proper like players who are like just like they know the game well, you know. That's what I mean. So any new player that gets into the game, they won't really have any idea what to do for tournaments. That's the issue with it. But it's fine, I guess. I'll try and bring out some guides, but don't even think those will help. Yeah, you can see even for this person who's recording it, it's so laggy as well. But yeah, this type of lag towards the end is kind of valid and it's something you want because it does help you a lot. You don't want to be lagging earlier than this though. You can see with this lag, yeah, the mobs get repulsed like a bit further, and of course, it helps a bit because you do survive a bit longer. But remember, every 30 seconds, you're going to be swapping between the stand form and the standless form. And you can see here where you do use our beast explosion. It got us a good 12 billion damage, which is not too bad. But you're going to be using your beast explosion on a sand domain, so you have that extra damage as well. But yeah, here you just want to be praying for lag so you can get so much more damage. And you want to be praying that Wonder View does get to the front because you do get a lot of damage just from Wonder View alone. But yeah, you can see a lot of the damage is coming from Wonder View. But yeah, you want to be keeping Dio on fire form, by the way. Burn or bleed. So he's getting extra damage output as well. You can see the lag is coming into our favor, and this is where the lag is kind of important towards the end. For like the first 15 minutes, you don't want to lag at all. But like the last like 4 to 3 minutes, you want to be lagging a bit. But you don't want one FPS at a point where you just can't do anything. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the strat. I have no words because this tournament is just buns in terms of like the lag. But yeah, I hope this just isn't the case every week though. I'll try to ask for some changes in terms of like reduce enemy count and other stuff. I'll try to get the optimization like fixed if I can. I'll ask people, but not much I can do. So yeah, see you in the next one. Peace.